Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, so picture this. You are one of the most brilliant scientists in the entire country. You're working on projects so secret they could change everything. And then, poof, you're gone. This isn't some Hollywood thriller. This is a real, unfolding mystery that's got the highest levels of national security absolutely spooked. So yeah, the big question is, what is going on here?
All right, so get this. We're talking about at least 11 American scientists and researchers, all in just the last few years. And these aren't just any scientists. Many of them had the keys to the kingdom, access to the country's most classified secrets. And now they've either died or just vanished. Let's really dig into this. So for some of them, it's like they were erased. They literally walk out their front door and just vanish. They leave everything behind, their phone, their wallet, their keys, everything gone, without a single trace. And then there are the others. They didn't just disappear. No. They've been found dead. And we're not talking about simple accidents here. We're talking about violent, really strange circumstances that have left investigators completely stumped, with way more questions than answers.
Seriously, what is happening here? Let's break down what the reports are actually telling us.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. When you lay all these cases out on the timeline, something just jumps right off the page at you. You start to see that this probably isn't just a series of random tragic events. No, a very specific pattern starts to take shape. So check this out. All these incidents are crammed into a really tight window between the middle of 2023 and early 2026. And the people involved? They're coming from huge, critical institutions. We're talking NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Los Alamos National Laboratory. These are the big leagues. This isn't something spread out over decades. It's happening right now, and it's happening fast.
And just look at who these people are. I mean, these are the top minds in their fields. Experts in aerospace, nuclear physics, advanced propulsion systems, the real heavy-hitting stuff. They're linked to places like MIT, the legendary Los Alamos lab, even the facility that builds parts for the U.S. nuclear arsenal. So yeah, believe me, these are not just any scientists.
Okay, but here's where it gets, well, just plain weird. There are at least 4 cases, all right there in New Mexico, that follow an almost identical pattern. It's like a script. They leave home, on foot, they abandon their phone, wallet, keys, and just walk off into thin air. It's such a specific, chilling pattern, and it just makes you wonder, why? What's going on?
So why these people, right? What makes them so special? Well, to really get why their disappearances are ringing alarm bells everywhere, you have to understand the kind of work they were doing. We're talking about research with incredibly high stakes.
All right, so here's a big piece of the puzzle, the race for rocket supremacy. For a long time, the United States has actually depended on a Russian engine, the RD-180, for some of its most important national security launches. That's a huge vulnerability. The AR-1 engine is America's answer to that problem, a way to cut the cord and guarantee our own access to space. The people building it, they're not just engineers, they're absolutely vital national assets. And let's take a look at Monica Reza, one of the missing engineers. She helped invent this revolutionary supermaterial called Mondelloy. This stuff is a total game changer. It's super strong, it's burn-resistant. Basically, it's the perfect material for a next-gen rocket engine. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough tech that lets you leapfrog the competition on the world stage.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Top military officials have gone on the record about this. They've made it crystal clear that this isn't just an engineering project. It's about fundamental national security. For the Pentagon, ending our reliance on foreign tech to get into space is an absolute top priority.
But just when you think you have a handle on it, there's another layer, a really strange one that keeps popping up in the reporting. And that's a connection to, well, to UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena. And yeah, this is where the story goes from mysterious to downright bizarre. So for instance, you've got retired General McCaslin. Sources connect him to the whole UAP topic through leaked emails. And he once commanded Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, which, if you follow this stuff, you know has been at the center of UFO rumors for decades, going all the way back to Roswell. Now, it's really important to note his wife has publicly said there is no connection at all. But at the same time, you have members of Congress who are looking at this pattern of deaths and saying it's having a real chilling effect on planned UFO disclosure briefings. It's a lot to unpack. So, what are we supposed to make of all this? Is it a national security crisis? Is it something else entirely? What is actually going on? Well, the reports out there offer a few very different theories. Okay, theory number one is that this is no coincidence. It's a coordinated and, frankly, sinister pattern. The people who believe this point out that these events aren't happening just anywhere. They're clustered around three key hubs of American defense and aerospace research: Southern California, New Mexico, and Ohio. They say that's just too specific to be random.
Then you have the more skeptical take. This view says, look, while these incidents are definitely tragic and concerning, there's actually no hard evidence that proves they're connected. Law enforcement hasn't found a link. And from this point of view, it might just be a string of unrelated tragedies involving high-profile people that the media has sort of stitched together into a conspiracy theory.
And then there's a third theory, one that comes from people who know this world well, former intelligence officials. They suggest this could be the work of hostile foreign governments. I mean, think about it. These scientists were working on cutting-edge rocket and nuclear tech. It's completely plausible that another country would want to target them, either to steal their secrets or to just take them off the board.
So at the end of the day, we're left with this really unsettling question. We have all these brilliant minds gone, and the stakes for national security couldn't be higher. So what is it? A tragic series of coincidences? Or is there a disturbing pattern playing out in the shadows of America's most secret labs? What is really going on?